Hey guys, meteorologist Doug Hetty. It is Friday morning. The winds have really picked up, but we made it through the work week and temperatures have been fantastic all week long. We've had really been into the mid to upper 70s to lower 80s all week. Of course, strong storm system rotating through today, so that's what we're going to focus on today's Weather 2020 video. Of course, we have high wind warnings all across the region. We have a severe threat across parts of the area. Could get some dry thunderstorms, fire danger. So kind of a crazy Friday for us today. Huge shout out to my boys, Superior Roofing and Construction, a four-state premier roofing contractor. They're local to Joplin, Missouri, but they service all of Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Missouri, especially now with the winds and severe weather season. If you have roofing needs, give them a call. Ask for Cole, Evan, or Carlos. All right, let's jump in. Let's break this all down for you. Hope your Friday is going great so far. Okay, in all the pink, in a sense, these are high wind warnings. In the red, we're talking red flag warnings. Really what this means is it's going to be very windy and you don't want to burn. That is pretty much just kind of sums it up. And we're going to see that all day long for us today with the super strong winds. All right, so here's our storm system. Look at it wrapping up, moving into the western plains. And already we're getting a few little thunderstorms which have been popping up in southeastern Kansas, northeastern Oklahoma. And I want you to notice, I'm going to stop this here. I want you to notice the lightning. That could be a problem with the wind. And once the humidity really drops, we could get some what we call dry thunderstorms where, see, look at this. We have thunder and lightning, but there's no rain. And this is very atypical for the Central Plains. We don't see this very often. But it is kind of a concern with, of course, the fire danger that we're going to see as we go through the day. Bigger severe weather event really kind of picks up Kansas City, Stockton Lake, Springfield, Branson, Joplin. You guys were right on the edge, and then really blossoms. Eastern Missouri, St. Louis, Poplar Bluff, West Plains, all the way down toward Jonesboro and Memphis later on today. As this big upper level low. Look at the tilt, leans back toward the northwest, so it has a negative tilt. And then tomorrow, most of the severe weather shifts east, kind of Memphis, Jackson, Tupelo, Birmingham, Huntsville, all the way down toward Mobile, Alabama. All right, extreme winds this afternoon. I would not be surprised to have some 60s out there. I think typical gusts are going to be 45 to 55, especially along that I-44 corridor from Lawton to St. Louis. And once the dry line punches through this afternoon, our humidity, this is what the problem is, behind the dry line. So ahead of the dry line, you get storms. Behind it, you don't get storms, but your humidity drops to about 15 or 20%. Where our humidity drops that low with the wind, anything can fire off a fire. So we don't get a huge fire danger around here that often, but we got a good one today. The wind's still very strong into tonight. But then they start to calm down a little bit as we go into Saturday, which is good news. All right, so here's a breakdown of everything that's going to happen. Let me back this up just a bit. Remember, I just talked about those thunderstorms and those dry thunderstorms. Those rip out, go right across Missouri over the next few hours. There is no severe threat with those. So we're going to move to about 2 or 3 p.m., okay? Let me zoom in. So here's our dry line. So really from Salina, Topeka, down toward between Coffeyville and Joplin. So we're going to watch that line to see when are these big thunderstorms really going to pop up. Again, let me back this up just a little bit. I think these storms get going right along the Kansas-Missouri state line and then blossom just east of Kansas City. Kansas City, you guys may be right in it. Joplin, you may not get a storm or it may develop right on top of you. But the ones that develop along that dry line between mainly Joplin and Springfield, they'll go severe very quickly. But again, the bigger severe threat is going to be east of Springfield. So let's look at 6 p.m. now. Strong to severe thunderstorms really ramping up through central Missouri, Columbia, getting into Jeff City, Lake of the Ozarks, Springfield, and Branson. And then our bigger tornado threat really starts to roll in. Look at the winds here. So you got a southeasterly wind for West Plains. You got a southwesterly wind back toward Joplin. That is called shear, wind changing with height, and that's why we're going to have rotating storms this afternoon. Storms plow east. So here's 9 p.m. Now we have strong to severe thunderstorms really from eastern Iowa, moving into Illinois, getting into St. Louis, all the way down toward West Plains. And the greater threat to get tornadic storms is going to be from West Plains to St. Louis, southeastern Missouri, southern parts of Illinois as we get through the evening hours. So let's continue and watch these push east. I mean, these guys are going to be racing. We're talking 60 miles per hour. So now through eastern parts of Illinois, once we get into about the midnight hour, clearing out back here at home, and the cooler air working in. So let's go into your Saturday. Mostly cloudy skies, a few showers kind of rotate through Arkansas, but overall, not a bad day. 53 in Kansas City, 64 in Tulsa, 68 in Fort Smith, Springfield, about 64 degrees. As we go into Sunday, still not bad. Temperatures right around 60. So overall, the weekend looks pretty good. Yes, I know that's colder than what we've seen all week long. However, that is where we should be for this time of the year. All right, guys, I'm going to keep you updated. I got to go to a doctor's appointment, so I got to kind of rush out. But yeah, I'll keep you updated. Have a great day.